So, welcome. This is a series highlighting CEOs, business owners, and leaders and the brave moves that they're making right now. And as we think about the possibility of coming out of this pandemic, even more important for us to hear from leaders and the small, brave moves that they're making right now. So, it's about 5 minutes and it's one leader. And with me, I have Susan Mann. She's a leadership coach and consultant and a colleague and just dear friend of mine. And so, Susan, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Thanks. I'm thrilled to be here. I was so glad when you invited me, and I'll always remember studying together in coach training with you now, like 13 years ago, and then the master coach program together. So I just love how we've stayed together across the years.
Me too. Me too. So, share with us what is helping you be brave right now?
Mhm. It's a good question. And I thought about it getting ready for the conversation. One thing that is different for me across this last year of hashtag stay home, stay healthy. I'm in Washington State where we've handled it quite well, I think. And that has meant being super cautious and work from home for now. We're in like the 14th month of it. And the big thing that has made a difference for me is focusing on my well being, my health, and my resilience. So I have never been as disciplined and as discerning as I have been over this last year about where I'm putting my focus, where I'm putting my energy, and how I'm investing my time. And that not only helps me personally, it really has helped me be able to be fully present with my clients, executives, teams, people I'm doing career coaching with who have dealt with phenomenal challenges through this period, unlike what many of them have ever encountered before. So that has helped me a lot.
So, when you think about it, sounds like you've made many different practices, maybe shift in your
Mhm.
mindset, and probably even some behaviors and some new habits. What's one that you would share with us that's been really impactful for you?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll start with one that actually my husband invented, so I'll give him credit for this, Chuck. A few months ago, I mean, it just kind of feels like same old, same old. We're both working from home. Our offices are side by side. We're not going anywhere except like the grocery store. And one day out of the blue, a few months ago, he said, let's have a new motto, something special every day. And I said, well, what does that mean exactly? And he said, even if it's just a 1 or 2 minute thing, let's make sure that we do something special every single day. And so we have now every day for several months. And it might be like we take a walk after dinner to the park that's a few minutes from our home. Or on Easter, he said, well, let's dye Easter eggs. I mean, I haven't done that since I was a kid, and it was really fun. So it can be anything, literally, but the idea is whether it's a 1 hour activity or a 1 minute activity, we think of something that will make that day special. And when I think about the after times of the pandemic, whenever that comes, that's certainly something that we plan to hang on to in the new normal.
Mhm.
Another big shift for me is that I prioritize exercise and physical fitness unlike ever before. I spend a solid hour every morning exercising. I mean, like hardcore counts on my Fitbit type, exercise as active minutes. Exercise bike, Peloton, elliptical, go out and walk the hills in our neighborhood. It takes a lot of different forms, and I am faithful about doing that. And I'm sleeping better as a result. It's a mood lifter. So, those two things, physical fitness and something special every day, have really helped me.
I love it. When I think about, so I applaud your discipline around the fitness. I think that's incredible. And then I think about the spontaneity and the fun and the creativeness around let's do something new. What a great way, and something so easy for us to build in to our
Right.
routines, right? And just to experiment and try out. So that's a great one. So one piece of advice. So as we're looking forward and we're trying to move forward and certainly see the light at the end of the tunnel, what's one piece of advice you'd give to anybody listening today?
Hmm. Yeah, it's such a great question. And because we can begin to see some light at the end of the tunnel of the pandemic, I think this is a great time to look back over what this period has been like. So many people have made shifts in their daily routines and how they're spending their time, which is part of what I've been talking about. So take an intentional pause and think about, what are those changes you've made that you've enjoyed? What are those shifts that have worked for you and made your life, made your career better in some way that you want to hang on to? And as we kind of go into this new normal period, hopefully it comes faster and faster, right? Are there things that you want to let go of? Things that weren't working so well. So, what to hang on to and what to let go of with intention.
Those are two great questions for us to ask ourselves. So, thank you so much, Susan, for joining us today. And thank you for just being an amazing colleague and friend and sharing your wisdom around the small, brave moves you're making right now.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's great to see you.
You too.